Good morning, everyone. Let's find out the messages that you are meant to hear. Messages from the universe. I hope everybody is doing well. Okay, we have the Hierophant. Blessings from the universe. Another major arcana, we have the Moon, which shows a state of confusion, fatigue, mental stress. Ace of Swords. I'm speaking to someone who has a lot of ideas in their mind. These ideas could be about a business, probably maybe a startup that you want to do, and but there could be a couple of options. I'm seeing a couple of options on your mind, and which are creating a state of mental confusion, a state of anxiety and depression, making you difficult to take a call, to make that decision. That's where you are being asked or you are being directed to surrender to God, surrender to the divine, seek their blessings and guidance. You should go ahead and execute the ideas, but in order for you to make that decision, first you will need to surrender. Surrender to the Almighty and then seek support from there. Start with this mantra and then close your eyes, visualize Shiva, visualize Guruji, and then you may ask for support. The mantra is Om Namah Shivaya, Shivji Sada Sahai. Om Namah Shivaya, Guruji Sada Sahai. Start with this because once you do that surrender, once you seek support, you may get that guidance or you may get that support in some forms, maybe in the form of a miracle that you may never have imagined. Also, looking at these cards, the The energy which is surrounding this reading is of a mental state of extreme confusion, anxiety. It could be depression. There is a situation which is going through your mind which is causing this mental anxiety and traumatic behavior, in which is why it becomes important that you seek shelter of the divine, you seek shelter of the universe. Go ahead and take a few more messages. Yes, so time to celebrate with your friends, with your family is coming soon. I'm also seeing some offer coming your way. It could be in the form of a relationship. Mostly, I'm seeing that in the form of a relationship. But then look at that energy. The first three cards which we got, um, where there is a state of extreme confusion and anxiety, and then another three cards after we got the message that surrender is the only choice which is available to you at this stage. And once you do that surrender, once you seek support from Guruji or Shiva, that's where the entire situation or the entire story changes. I am seeing that first, if some of you have this question around relationships, around romantic offers on your mind, if you want to ask me that there is someone on your mind and whether it's the right choice for you or not, then the answer is a definite yes now after these cards that I just got. It's a definite yes. You can go ahead with that offer. And I'm also seeing that there could be an offer of an opportunity, a job. I'm not sure, but some of you may have applied for some job interviews, or you may be waiting for a call from the recruiter, a call from an organization. I'm seeing that you are going to get that offer, and there is energy of the celebration also with your family, with some of your close friends. So get ready for that. But the key behind all this celebration, the key behind all the messages, the key behind this offer, whether that offer comes in the form of a relationship or that offer comes in the form of a career opportunity, a job, maybe a business idea, the key to that is that you surrender to the divine, pardon me, and start with the mantra. I would say in 3 to 6 months, it's going to be a different story altogether from how you are feeling now, how you must be feeling now versus how you will be is going to be a 180-degree turn. You are in a state of extreme mental confusion right now, but after 6 months, I'm seeing you being celebrated in a group, in community. You are being celebrated for your talents, you are being celebrated for the skills, you are being celebrated for the value add or the contributions that you have to offer to the society, to the community, or let's say to an organization also, if it's about career or job. You are being celebrated in a new relationship as well. Let's say you didn't have the best of the relationships in the past, you had betrayals, uh, you had to go through difficult situations in the form of a connection, but that could soon be a thing of the past because the future holds celebration and a lot of value and rewards for you. Let me see if there is anything else that comes up because yes, it wants to come. The universe is asking you to keep aspiring. Keep aspiring to achieve your goals, achieve your objectives. Of late, you may have been feeling quite disappointed. You may be feeling that you do not have the required skills, you do not have the potential, or you do not have the ability to achieve the goals or the objectives that you set when you were a child. But here is the message from the universe: you have everything within you, and you are still being asked that you keep aspiring to achieve those goals because it's God's responsibility now to make that path, to clear that path, to take you towards your goals. But you need to keep believing in yourself. You need to keep believing in the God as well. We see a few more cards. Yes, I'm seeing some of you traveling. It could be a job travel. You may have to travel to a new location. You may have to relocate to a new location if it's about a job offer. Let's say you may be flying overseas because of the job opportunity, or you may be flying to a different city or town in the same country, but that city or town may be quite far, and which is why I'm seeing that travel for you. But it's a completely different story, like I told you earlier, a 180-degree turn, because the new beginning is going to kick off, and it seems to me at this stage, it seems to be quite an adventurous journey to begin with. The universe is also directing you to make sure that you maintain the humble behavior or the humble attitude that you have been carrying all along since your childhood. Whenever you interact with people or wherever you go, make sure that you display and demonstrate that humility, because that's also is going to be the key. See, the language of the universe is love and humility, simplicity. People or people who are humble, people who are kind, and people who have a lot of love to offer, they actually display or demonstrate the behavior which is directly proportional to the love or the love of God, or the message, or I would say message from the God, because God is not somebody who is fancy. God is somebody or someone who is very simple, who does not need to be flashy. On the contrary, when we talk about this world or samsara, because this is made up of Maya, illusion, and Maya is flashy. Maya is flashy because if it was not flashy, who would be attracted towards Maya, and who would want to stay in this world? Who would want to be in these constant loops of samsara unless this was not flashy? It's only because it's flashy and it wants to keep you attracted, it wants to keep you going in circles, and which is why it wants to present the best looking images, the best looking people, the best looking objects, the best looking situations, so that you keep attracting towards those people, towards those objects, and then you find yourself trapped in this infinite loop of birth, death, and rebirth. But God, on the other hand, is an image, let's say, which is simple, which does not ask you to behave in a way which is not natural to you, which does not demand anything from you except devotion and love, and which is why all simple things or all beings which are simplistic in nature, they are connected to the universe, or they have a strong connection with the universe, they have a strong connection with God, because they show, or um, they demonstrate or display a behavior which is equivalent to the behavior of the God. So make sure that when you get this success that you are meant to receive shortly, make sure that you maintain that courtesy, you maintain that humility across all the interactions. I'll take a psychic message for you before we close this. Okay, it's all about keys. We have the talisman. The universe is going to hand over the key to you. If you go through this reading again carefully, then you will see that how many times I have mentioned this word, this noun, key. Kindness is key. Devotion is key. Keep aspiring. And now the universe is handing over the actual master key to you. So remember that the key is that you, number one, devote yourself and surrender yourself to the divine, to the universe completely. Chant the mantra and then feel your connection with Guruji and then seek support. And once you get all these opportunities, once you get going into the world, make sure that you remain kind, you remain humble, and you do not forget the times, these difficult times, or when you were undergoing a state of extreme pain and agony with this energy here. Alright, with this we will conclude it here. Thank you very much for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe if this resonates with you. And I'll see you in your next reading. Take care. Jai Guruji. Jai Ma Kali.